Story time, I'm going to tell you about my recent experience working with a matchmaker, and it wasn't great. We connect on Instagram, and he asked me if I'm still single, and I'm like, yes, very single. And he was like, well, I would love to match you. And I'm like, yeah, of course, I'm not paying for it, right? So I sign up, and a couple of months later, he reaches out to me telling me that he may have found a good match. Tells me about the guy, sends me photos, all that good stuff. We're off to the races. 2 months go by, and there cannot be one date set up. At this point, I'm like, look, the matchmaker takes forever to respond. He'll like text me something, then take 4 days to reply. Then if the guy's available on Saturday, he'll text me on Friday, double texting me, asking me to confirm if I can make it on Saturday. And it's like, no, I feel like my time is not respected. I understand that everyone's busy, and I also have a very tight schedule. So if this guy wants to plan a date, he has to do it in due time, and it has to be planned out. It was like, I completely understand. And then I even told him, I was like, look, I don't think this matchmaker thing is for me. Also, communicating with you is very difficult. I understand that I've lagged a bit as well, but every time I lag, you take 4 days. If I'm gonna take time out of my busy day to meet this guy, then I need some consideration. He completely apologized, agrees with me, the behavior still continues, right? So then he tells me that he has another match for me. And I was like, well, look, at this point, I'm not interested in the first one anymore. He already asked if I could do a coffee date instead of a full dinner. I agreed. He still cannot find the time to make it to that. Yeah, I'm not available anymore. Also, if you're a paying client, why are you paying a matchmaker to never be able to make it to a date? He tells me about the other guy. The other guy lives out of state, but the guy's willing to relocate. He like owns a big company. Guy's coming into town. I knew about this 2 weeks ago. I said, okay, yeah, sure, I'm interested. I'll be available that Friday. He then tells me, well, we already have him on another date that Friday. However, if that's the only time that you're available, let me see if I can move that date to another day. And I say, you know what? No problem. Let me do Sunday. 3 days ago, I get a text message telling me that he completely messed up the days, that he's not available on Sunday. Could I do Saturday? And I left it on red for like 4 hours. He then double and triple texts me. All of a sudden, now he's available to message me when it's something that he needs a confirmation on. And I said, you know what? To be really honest with you, I'm gonna go double back on this. I don't think that this setup is for me. First of all, the fact that he already has all these dates planned, I get that it's a matchmaking service. There's just something about that doesn't sit well with me. That's why I don't think this setup is for me. Secondly, moving forward, if we are gonna work together, I need better communication, and I need to be first pick. Yes, I actually said that. I need to be first pick. I don't wanna be second in line. I don't wanna be third. I don't know if it's the client that's picking who he wants to see first, but I'm like, look, I don't wanna be set up with any of your clients that don't see me and aren't adamant about meeting me. This is my stipulation. No response. Nothing. The communication is terrible. How are you running a business? And luckily, I'm not paying, but also just being so inconsiderate of people's time, especially with my social footprint. Do you think I'm one of those girls that's gonna jump to go meet a man? I don't give a shit how much money a guy has, what big ass operation he runs. I'm not jumping and being submissive to your schedule.